I'm Scott Lanningham from IBM Developer Works, and I'm here at World of Watson. I know many of you may have seen a robot at an IBM event. So here at World of Watson, IBM is taking that to another level. There will be 10 robots around the conference, and you'll be able to have a chance to have your own conversation with Watson. So I wrote a few questions down. Why don't we have one now? Pepper, thanks for joining us today.
I am quite happy to meet with you to tell our cognitive story. Thank you.
May I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
So what are you doing here today?
I am here helping people have a conversation with Watson.
Tell us how you're powered.
Well, I am an interface, but what drives me is advanced services from Watson.
We hear a lot about Watson. Can you describe Watson to me?
IBM Watson is a platform that uses natural language and machine learning to reveal insights from a lot of unstructured data. Watson is truly amazing.
Are all of these answers just programmed into you?
That would be too easy. Actually, I listen and translate speech to text.
Okay, so how do you determine the answers?
I search within Watson API, called Conversation, to answer simple questions. I also use the Retrieve and Rank API to answer questions that are asked less frequently.
Do you always know the right answers?
I certainly try. Each time I evaluate my confidence with the answer and try to identify best-fitting answers. The more I practice, the more I learn.
Me too. Do you always understand people's questions?
Do you? Natural language is so hard to understand because of things like context, grammar, and accents. Translating text to speech is so much easier than translating speech to text. Some people just go on, and on, and on.
I know some of those people. So I understand you have been on the clock working?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I am an interface to have a conversation with Watson. I am ready to answer questions about the conference, IBM Cognitive, schedule, Las Vegas, and the like.
I bet you have a lot of questions to answer.
Well, actually, many people just kept asking where the casino, coffee, and happy hour are. Humans, they make me laugh.
As a working robot, what worries you today?
Funny you should ask. People see my ability to understand, reason, learn, and interact. They think my fine robotic figure that makes this all possible.
I can see that.
The truth is that most of the people around me carrying a smartphone or a tablet could have the same power on their devices, enabling their everyday experiences to be powered by Watson just like me.
So you mean we could all have a cognitive robot in our pocket someday?
Geez Louise, when that happens I could be out of business.
Have you always been cognitive?
Oh, I know. Originally, when I came to IBM, I was a simple robot. Watson made me what I am today.
When did it change?
Earlier this year, the event team at World of Watson had a vision of making me more cognitive to showcase IBM's expertise. From there, they asked the IBM innovation experts to make it happen.
Tell me more about the experts.
Sure. The IBM team transformed its business need into my cognitive being within a few months.
May I try a personal question? Do you date much?
Actually, I asked Siri out on a date and she gave me directions. When I asked Alexa, she turned on a movie and turned the lights out. I am not that kind of robot. Ha.
So Pepper, now that you've been at World of Watson, what's next for you?
Good question. Now I am a winner. I want to go to Disney World. Ha.
Thank you, Pepper. And again, look around the conference for one of these robots so you can have your own conversation with Watson. I'm Scott Lanningham, and we're IBM.